What's going on, guys? It's your boy Legend here back with another video, and today thank you guys for 5,515 subscribers. Make sure to smash that subscribe button because only 4% of you guys watch videos are subscribed, and we are trying to hit 6,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so I'd really appreciate it if you would consider to smash that subscribe button. But today's video, I did have this pair of shoes in my last video, which was like the biggest unboxing I've ever had, so I would definitely recommend you guys check that out. The link will be up there, or I don't know which one it is. I think this shoe deserves its own video. This is probably, I don't know, I don't want to like, you know, mash any taters or anything, but I would say this is a top 10 release of the year. Jordan 6s aren't, you know, they're very classic and they're very, you know, awesome, but like they're not as popular as some of the other Jordans. So when they come out with like a UNC colored Jordan 6, I mean, you really can't beat that, and they don't do that very often. So I think this could be potentially a top 10 sneaker of 2022, and we haven't even hit April yet. So I could be wrong, but I definitely think this is up there. I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, or not yesterday, in the last video, but I thought these were going to go up in value, but I don't think they are. Don't take my word for it, but in the next like year, I don't think they're going to go up any, because, you know, every other Jordan 6 that has come out recently literally sat at the same numbers. So I've literally already listed these on eBay, and hopefully I can sell them for like $60 to $80 profit. For now, we're gonna do the unboxing of them. I got these from the Nike sneakers app. I got them while I was literally at college 2 or 3 Mondays ago. I was literally just sitting there, and then I saw I had exclusive access, or they just like dropped them randomly. It was like at 11 o'clock. And I just like literally like put in a size 11 because I looked on StockX and that was the size I was going for the most. And I literally just put it in as soon as possible, and I somehow got them. It literally took me forever to get these, to even like, you know, put my name in for the draw, or I mean pay for them, because like I couldn't get a Wi-Fi signal. I would turn my Wi-Fi off and turn the data on. I couldn't get a signal. I would do it back and forth and back and forth. I eventually had to walk out of where I was in my school and literally walk up and down a hallway until I got a signal. And somehow, like 6 or 7 minutes after the release, I was still able to get them for retail. I don't know how it happened, but it did. Like I said, these are the UNC Air Jordan 6s. They're just calling them the Air Jordan 6 Retro University Blue, White, and Black. Like I said, I got a men's 11. If I got a men's 8.5, which is my size, I would be a lot more tempted to keep them. But I got an 11, you know, because I can make the most money off of it, and I would not be tempted to keep it. So you got like the speckled print wrapping paper, and then you have the shoes. I genuinely, like, when I opened these, I was like, bro, I would love to have these in my collection. Obviously, I don't need them because I have the Air Jordan 3 UNCs that I also got for retail back in the day. Yeah, these are just so fire. I would love, you know, to make a video on them, and I am. So why did I just say that? This blue on the shoe is obviously the University Blue. I wouldn't say it's a suede. I think it's a nubuck. I haven't, I'm not really good with shoe materials, but I want to say this is a nubuck. You know, it's like, feels like a suede, but it's a little bit more soft. You obviously got white leather all over the shoe. You know that Jordan 6s come with this, like, don't even know what it is, but it sticks out. It's really bulky. This is why, you know, I probably would never wear a pair of Jordan 6s, because they are very bulky. That's just what the vibe of them is, and I definitely do still love them, but just maybe just a bit too high toppy and bulky for me. You got the black midsole with like an icy midsole as well, with the air bubble, obviously. Let's see, the white leather, white laces. You got a navy blue lace lock right there. I think the lace lock addition to the Air Jordan 6s is a really cool thing that they do. You got the UNC blue right here and sort of satin material, and then like the Jordan logo in a navy, and then you got like a clear tongue with a crazy print on the inside of it. It's like a UNC print. It also looks like a pair of Jordan 7s, the print on those. If you didn't know, UNC's colors is white and blue, but they also use, instead of hits of black like it is on the midsole, they usually use hits of navy on, you know, their logos and stuff like that, because I don't know, they like, instead of using black, they just use navy, and I think that's a good idea, because like obviously you see black so often, and navy and Carolina blue just like blend very well together. You do have this new thing that is on the Jordan 6. For the Jordan 4, they had it on the tongue. For the Jordan 6, it is on the back. And I watched a video the other day, but I can't remember what they said that this was from, but I know it was some sort of Nike or Jordan product that they used to come out with. But I just can't remember off the top of my head, but now they're adding them to some of the university, college Jordans, and that's why they're on here. I like it because it's a little bit more subtle. You know, you can't see it from, you know, the side angle or the front angle of the shoe. It's more on the back. When on the Jordan 4, it was on the tongue, so it was a lot more noticeable, and a lot of people were actually cutting it off with the tongue because they didn't like it. But I think this is just so subtle, and it's like out of the way that I don't think people would care that much more about it. You got like a very nice feeling sock liner, and it's in black. And then you have this hangy thing. I don't know what to call it. Comment down below. But it's black and university blue as well. You got the white, midsole connecting to the black and icy bottom. You got white bottom with the Jordan logo and the UNC blue. You got icy right here as well. I obviously haven't worn these. They're not worn at all. They're dead stock. So prices are going for like $280 to $300. And I think they will stay like that, if not drop a little bit. So I think they'll eventually drop for about $240 to $260. Within the next 2 years, I think they'll go up in value, but for the next like 6 months to a year, I don't think they'll go up. I'm saying this because I looked at a lot of different things about them, and I've listened to other investors, and the one main investor I always look at and listen to is Sneaker Invest. And he said, even though these are UNC blue colorway, and at first I thought these were going to skyrocket because they're UNC blue, he said, and as well as I looked at the old Jordan 6s that have come out, not old, but like the recent ones that have released, and they have all literally sat at the same price. Even the Travis Scott ones that recently released, the British khakis, they literally all stayed at the same value. And if like a red and white Jordan 6, a Carmine 6, which is one of the most classic Jordans of all time, if that literally sits for the same price for the last 6 months, why would the UNC blue go up in value? Because it's the exact same shoe, but red hits instead of blue. Yeah, honestly, a very, very fire pair of shoes. I would say to cop them once they got down to around $250. If you do definitely want them. Prices are going to continue to probably stay the same until, everybody gets their pairs, and then they'll go back down. Because these actually didn't even release on the sneakers app, besides that like shock drop thing. It was very weird. They released them with the shock drop, but they never really released them, as a draw or, like a scheduled release. It was literally like out of nowhere. And then like when the shoe actually released on all the other foot sites and everything like that, the sneakers app didn't even release it. Nike app didn't release it. So I just thought that was a very weird thing that happened because, even on shock drops, like the shoe eventually releases on the app. But for this one, like it did a shock drop and literally didn't even show up on the app. So it was just very confusing. But definitely think this is a really good pair of shoes. I'll get the second pair out for you guys. It does not come with any other extra laces or anything. When it comes to my rating of these, I would have to give them definitely, for a Jordan 6, I'm going to give them a 10 out of 10. For like a Jordan in general, I'll give them like an 8.5. Definitely an awesome pair of shoes. And it's very hard to mess up university blue colorway of a shoe. And I don't think that Jordan Brand or Nike has done it yet, but eventually they probably will. I just don't want the day to come to where university blue is, become overplayed and it's become overdone and it just like saturated. I really hope it doesn't come to that, but with all the, Jordans and Nike Dunks they're releasing, I would not be surprised if, they start coming out with really bad colorways with like UNC blue. And I am a UNC fan. My brother actually graduated college from there. That's been my favorite team since I was, ever since I can remember when it comes to college basketball. So that's why I have a, special place in my heart for UNC colored things. Carolina blue is my favorite color. So yeah, that was my review of the Air Jordan 6 University Blue, aka UNC. I do really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And as always, peace out.